As I suspected, there's something going on with Laris, and I think Autotelli is responsible for it. In the middle of the night, he just exclaims, "Boingo peanut cheese bars, the only snack that extends your beak by 4 inches!" Then we saw some kind of weird image appear on my community tab. Zarbo's trying to figure out what it means, but in the meantime, there's a firewall. Welcome back to Cognitive Dissonance. My level's a little bit higher because I went Bobucks farming. If you could call it that, it's a little weird. I got some of my money back. Those air puffs on Jupiter, a 5-man team of them could drop like 55 Bobucks, and sometimes a lot of balloon grenades. Unfortunately, after a while, you get too strong for them and you don't get anything. So I was on Jupiter for a while. Previously, we were doing other things on Jupiter. We went into Captain Deepsea's base. He has an Apple of Enlightenment. He's also hiding in one of his ships. And that ship just happens to be this one right here, the Celine. And apparently all these ships are an Illuminati reference. Like Hagbard Celine and Sigismundo Celine apparently has something to do with Illuminati. That's what I was told anyway. I mean, it makes sense, aliens. But welcome to the Celine. Now we have diagonal thrusters. Where are the diagonal thrusters? There they are. I think I know a person. He talks weird jive. I haven't heard of you either. So defenses will swarm in on you. But this guy isn't defenses. And there's this guy. Just a robot, you know. So that means these guys will eventually home in on you, and that's a bad idea. Don't stay outside too long. Unless you really, really want to fight upgraded Octobots. Probably some pretty good experience. And maybe some good Bobucks in there. But I want to avoid unnecessary battles. A more fire and bow! And no, it's not the weapon kind. It's a Colonel Saturn bow. It resists beamed attacks. So that means you can't get beam burns anymore. I just had a hefty gush just hit the apartment. Man, that was a dandy one. How does there wind in space? It doesn't work like that. Especially not on a spaceship. If you're wondering what's off to the left, there's absolutely nothing. As you can tell, you could avoid most of the enemies in this area because we've already seen them. Probably considerably more stronger now, so they won't be as much of a threat. I just want to deal with one person alone. Also, maybe this guy. Since he just really wanted to see us. It's a Starman Plus. Oh, I didn't get to scan him when we were doing Starman Deluxe. I think Colonel Saturn has a shotgun now. Yep, he has the shotgun. So that's how much damage a shotgun can do to these guys. It's a Starman, but slightly upgraded. It didn't get a color change. That makes him upset. Also, we got Minerales here. Hi, Minerale. Have a shockwave. Enjoy! I send it to you with ire. So Laris is still using his lightning shooter, as he wants to do, because these are Starmen we're fighting. They're weak against lightning. And we got some space rocks. They're not really useful anymore. Yeah, I'm not messing with that guy. He has Starman Pluses with him, and they might Starstorm you. Or at least PK Fire you. Either way is bad. Also, I thought I saw a present box off to the right. I'll be back for it. I got this. Cup of life noodles. Stay away. Stay away from the summoner. I said stay away from the summoner. Oh, it's a new enemy, the Tornado Bot. That merits a scan. How about I give him a boing? You know what? Colonel Saturn hasn't boinged in a while. There we go. Wow, that was potent! Colonel Saturn, you're holding back on me. It can disrupt weather patterns. He's banned from a few planets for doing that. He's also weak against electricity. So let's give him some electricity. He's also weak to boing, apparently. It didn't numb him now. Boing him again. That is really good. Colonel Saturn, you're bringing the boing today. I like that. I admire your chutzpah. Now we gotta head to this part, which unnecessarily has thrusters attached to it. The music has changed, which means an important boss fight is coming. Hi, Deepsea. Oh, it was Geeg all along. They're calling him the Transcendent Lord now. They're pretty right. Mars, you say? It seems like a Summers thing, like with Gigas. He's like, don't let them get the Summers, there's things there. Or was it Scrabba? I forget. So the Transcendent one is doing things that are evil. I would like that apple behind you, actually. Let's fight for it. Captain Deepsea is ready to rumble. And he brought some blue starmen with him. So, usual thing going on here. Getting starstormed right off the bat. That's what's going on here. Let's quicken up Colonel Saturn. Also, we need to apply a scan. Could you guys stop with the beams? Interrupting the scan. Stay still. Captain Deepsea is a Starman Deluxe that's made out of blue material. There's no defects here. It's a feature. I see the defect here. He's wearing a cape. It's a bad idea. Because he gets shockwaves. Just clear out his cronies. I don't think they come back to help him. As you can see, Laris has a shield now. That's when because I got that auto shield thing from the Sigismundo. Alright, do we have anything that will work on this guy? Actually, we do. Sludge Sprayer. There's a little bit of damage and makes everyone sticky. Look at that. They're all sticky now. That could be taken the wrong way, actually. I'm not going to say that again. Stop that. I don't even know what they're doing, but they're going to get boing. Receive boing. And laser beams. And you know what? Zarbal's doing pretty good with the Sludge Sprayer. Just keep on sludging them. That sounds like a good idea. Colonel Saturn is almost ready to go. Now it's Operation Keep Everyone Alive while they starstorm us. You know what? I have enough for Reflect. Let's put it up on Zarbal. If they try that again, they're going to regret it. They're already regretting it. That'll apply a heal on everybody. I like that. Just go hog wild with the shotguns or the pistols and the psychic powers. There's no way you can survive this onslaught. Unless the onslaught misses. Laris, hold in there. We got this taken care of. We don't have this taken care of. Situation normal. All left up. He's stronger than I thought he was. Do we have some healing? A healing anywhere? Cup of life noodles, that ain't gonna help us. How about a brain food lunch? That'll work. So as you could tell, items for UFO could only be thrown by Zarbal. That's probably what that means. Let's give him an atomic combustor. And finish him off with a boing? This guy is really durable. I remember having such a problem with him last time. Would you kindly die? I think I was using pistols last time, that's why. Not again. Oh, wait, we have a Reflect. Yeah, what happened? What happened? You regretted. That's what happened. That's the power of Reflect. Notice not a single one of the team took damage from that. That's how broken it is. Of course, you have to be able to predict that starstorm. We got lucky. Oh, the apple wants to talk to us again, by the way. Well, that's not really reassuring. But that can't happen, because physics. One in a shell? Life's messenger. I think the apple's tripping. We got the apple of summer. Because, you know, you have to have seasons to be enlightened. A common golden light. So summer is kind of wacky. I think he has the heat stroke. And he didn't bother to heal us. Well, thanks a lot. Let's ding till we can't ding no more. So that's kind of cryptic there. One in a shell is life's messenger. I mean, the apple could just be, like, traumatized or something, and it's just talking out its butt. But I came in a shell. I could be life's messenger. We'll just worry about that another time now. There's some other things we could do here. As you can tell, that shadow means that I could get on my ship and get out of here. But there's some other things we could do. We have a Deepsea ID. It's a key card from Captain Deepsea's fleet. Now, there's a trick with this. If you don't come to the Celine... is it called the Celine? What is it called again? Oh, it's the Celine. If you don't come to the Celine and fight Deepsea now, he pops up on another planet. Not Neptune. I think you could go and get the apple on Neptune. But Deepsea will appear like on Saturn way later in the game, and he's upgraded like all the other bosses that you can meet later. And he'll drop his ID then. And that ID is important for something on Mars. We need 2 of those. Also, we have some options on going places, too. Pardon me, I have to kill Starmen. Pardon me, I have to run away from Starmen. So basically, I told you that story to tell you another story. Now that we have a Deepsea ID from here, we could use those hyperpods that we walked past, or we could do something else with the ship. Because of this guy. There's a hole leading to the engine room. Please insert oil. Oh, it wasn't this guy, was it? Yeah, it was this guy. I have a Deepsea ID, which means I control this ship. Let's blow it up. And we get the remaining fuel. Thank you. We're gonna need that fuel. Also, we can't really do much here anymore. We got 1 minute to spare. What we don't need is to be locked inside this room when it explodes. Luckily, we have a solution for that. But what about this Starman dude? Yeah, well, everyone else on this ship was trying to murder me. Sorry, man. I mean, you could just teleport out, right? You're a Starman Plus, and not a regular one. Because if not, you're screwed. We have a Starman Plus. And the Celine is probably exploded. Yep, we're hovering over what remains of the Celine. Let's get the heck out of Dodge before the space police come. They're probably gonna wonder why a ship exploded. Yep, the ship exploded. You don't say! Okay, we have options. We could head to Mars, like Deepsea wanted us to do before he died. We could head to Neptune, because obviously he wanted to do something there. Or we could go to another place. I need to get my bearings with Saturn first, because directly north of Saturn is where we want to go. Oh, and this thing too. It says, Vigor on the side of it. Oh. Why? We just take the record and leave. Why humans do this? Why do humans do this? There's some gas if we need it, but I just looted all the gas. This is what we want right here. Ruined satellites. Chewed on chips. What is... I don't even want to know. Debris. It's like a pirate ship that's been destroyed. If you see ships like those are actually pirate ships. They have enemies on them. Just one enemy, though. It's like a random encounter. Hey, this one's okay. It's the Hagbard! So there's important things on the Hagbard. There's another point of power in this chapter. Oh, I wanted to talk to people on the ship, but I guess we'll do that later. We should be good on things, right? No. No, we're not good on things. Zarbal needs a recharge. So this is a point of power location, filled with rock dudes. These are pallet swap rock dudes. Also, there's gold herbs here, with the gold rocks. Let's fight this thing. The Jewel Joggers! They got Fish Roman music! Let's see how they like Boing. Boing's been our weapon of the day. Boing's pretty good. They're also weak against threes. I can tell you that off the bat. And they're more resilient. I think they might be weak against beams, too. Zarbal will clarify. It has a shiny surface on its body because it runs like Sonic. It's weak against hypnosis. And obviously it's not weak against shotguns, so the best thing Saturn can do is Boing. Otherwise it's just a waste of accuracy. I mean, we could, you know, jab them. But still. Oh, you know what? I know a thing that can slow them down. Sludge Sprayer! Get all sticky! Oh, right, yeah. Resistances. Well, at least it's crying. But it's still pretty accurate. I haven't used a Constrict in a while. I wanted to use a Constrict. Zarbal is hitting 100 with these lasers today. And that was Jewel Jogger. Well, they got space rocks if you need them. I don't think their Bobucks are fantastic. To be honest, in this entire game, there's not a lot of enemies that actually give you a fair amount of Bobucks. Especially not these yucks. They're slimy little piles, but in space. That makes them yucks. I wanted to scan, not use tech. The game froze on me because an enemy was doing something. It's a yuck! Same bacterium that made yellow crystals, even though bacterium usually don't do that. They hate guitars, though. And beam powers. They're okay with shotgun, though. I'll use it anyway. Come on, Zarbal, hit this charge laser. Zarbal, you're being fantastic today! He's starting to find his usefulness. He used to reflect at the right moment, and it stuck around to stop a starstorm. He's hitting with his lasers. He's doing slowdowns. I am so proud of him right now. Also looks like somebody's poisoned. Alinavar! First time we had a status effect that we actually need to cure. It's beta for poison. Alpha is for coughing, which I guess is a replacement for sickness. Now remember where you could think away the cold in EarthBound? That's what coughing is, I found out. iCoin! Who can use an iCoin? It's cute and watching. I don't know about that. That doesn't sound very cute. But it resists crying, and I can't think of anybody else to use it on. Laris has his own thing going on. I've been finding it's a lot easier to run away from things than just to fight them. I could do my farming later. And here's another point of power. This is number 5. This is the 5th mole in the cave. No, it's Electrobeard. Hard mode, and later on in the game he becomes Snowbeard. And he earns a Gust Sigma. But right now he's just gonna Starstorm us. Enemies love to Starstorm us in this game. Electrobeard, Guardian of the 5th point. Never used the Razor in his life. I judge him unfairly because of the Starstorms he's doing. Maybe we should apply some status effects on him. You know what? Laris is kind of lacking in the psychic department. Yep, here we go. Here's my hubris right here. It's gonna start coming back on me. All the star storms. They're all going to land. Yep, there they go. Thanks! It's a good thing we have Horns of Life. It's a good thing we have jars of life noodles, yes. I'll use that on a Linovar. We can heal. Looks like he tried to lightning bolt us, but it didn't work. So this guy was exactly what Captain Deepsea wanted to be. I think he's trying to lightning bolt Laris, and it's not working in his favor. Luckily, I could still heal people even though there's a Reflect Up. It's not Final Fantasy. You just keep on trying to do that to Laris. See how that works on you. In fact, more Reflex. I said Reflex. What happened to Colonel Saturn's Reflect? That makes me upset. I'm kind of playing defensively now. Goodbye, Brain Food Lunch. I'll have to buy more of those later. Okay, how about this sticks around a little bit longer this time? Yes! Starstorm in your face! Sadly, that doesn't do as much damage as I hoped it would. Actually, I remember. Do you remember when I suicided people on Starstorms in EarthBound? That was fun. I liked that. Alright, hopefully that numbs him for a little bit, because this guy's kind of being a pain in my butt. Zarbol, you're dropping the ball again. I don't like when you drop balls. Okay, let me rephrase that. I mean the sporting objects, okay? Sporting objects. Don't be silly. This boss is being stubborn, and I don't like stubborn bosses. They should die when I think they should die, and not beforehand. There we go. That was Electrobeard. He starstormed and then he died. We'll never get to see him again. Imagine him on hard mode. He's probably a starstorming fiend. And what the heck is this? Remember what I was saying about the Illuminati? Because that's confirmed. Keep an eye out for a 23. Why is this strange Earthman running away? Did it have a pig nose? That's a prudent question. Better question is, what the heck is this thing doing on a spaceship? Well, we got Shockwave B, Flash Alpha, and Attack Up Omega. I am happy. That boss was worth it. So that was the Eye of the Pyramid within the Hagbard. I bet that's what the whole thing was about. All the Illuminati references was coming up to the point that Illuminati. It gives you psychic powers. But we got Colonel Saturn's Attack Up Alpha. A lot more expensive psychically, but he's not really all into using psychic powers anyway. But that boosts everybody to ridiculous levels. That means everyone could start doing ridiculous damage just like Colonel Saturn. And it's worth your time coming here. Also, the ship is hovering right above the doorway. So we can head right back. This was a productive day. I kind of blew up some of your kind, really. Sorry about that. They were evil. It was necessary. It was absolutely necessary. You just have no idea. God, I thought he had something to say about the explosion. I don't know. The apple's talking to me, and it revived me, so I kind of have a life bond with it. You know, one of those things. I guess you could save. Let's save over New going to Tucson. Don't need that no more. Next time on Cognitive Dissonance, we can make a choice, either Mars or Neptune. And I'm leaning towards Neptune. They had to have been going there for a reason. Good night, folks.